Before a single lesson is taught, a school must function as a sanctuary. Physical and emotional safety is the prerequisite for any learning. Safeguarding provides the invisible architecture that holds this environment together. It operates as an active, daily practice, rather than a static policy document or a mandatory chapter in a staff handbook. There is a persistent assumption that child protection falls solely on the shoulders of the designated safeguarding lead or the senior leadership team. In reality, establishing true safety requires a collective commitment. Every single adult on site must actively participate in protecting the educational environment. The core operational challenge of a school day is fragmentation. No single practitioner can ever have a complete picture of a child's life or daily experiences. Because of this, a school relies on an overlapping network of observation. Teachers, supervisors, and caretakers monitor different segments of a student's day. This distributed network is the only reliable mechanism for early identification, allowing staff to intercept concerns before they escalate. When observations are shared quickly across this network, the visibility of a child's experience increases. This collective oversight ensures that no single indicator exists in isolation. Harm is often quiet. To detect it, staff must adopt an essential mindset known as professional curiosity, the willingness to look closer and ask questions. This means watching for traditional indicators of abuse or neglect, like unexplained absences, sudden behavioral shifts, or sudden emotional distress. Staff must also understand contextual vulnerability. Certain cohorts carry heightened risks, specifically children with special educational needs and disabilities. Communication barriers and unmet physical or emotional needs make send students disproportionately vulnerable to abuse, exploitation, and neglect. Baseline vigilance is insufficient. Observational skills have to be dynamically tailored to the unique vulnerabilities and communication styles of every individual child. The environment we protect has expanded. Modern threats extend far beyond the physical school gates and the family home. This introduces extra-familial harm. Children face complex online threats, from cyberbullying to the targeted influence of extreme digital communities, including the Manosphere. We are also seeing the rapid emergence of specific technological threats, particularly AI-generated sexual imagery and deepfakes. To counter these digital risks, schools must actively educate young people on how to critically assess synthetic media and navigate algorithms designed to manipulate them. Online and offline abuse frequently occur concurrently. Practitioners have to investigate both physical indicators and digital footprints to uncover the full scope of a problem. Modern safeguarding requires the exact same rigorous vigilance over a child's digital interactions as their physical well-being. When a student discloses harm, the initial behavioral response is critical. You stop all other tasks, you listen calmly, and take the claim completely seriously. Under no circumstances can you ever promise secrecy to a child. You are legally and ethically bound to pass the information on. You practice appropriate confidentiality. You share this information only with those who strictly need to know, which primarily means your designated safeguarding lead. Managing a disclosure correctly forms the fragile bridge between a child suffering in silence and the activation of formal statutory protection. Following an observation or a disclosure, there is an immediate procedural step. You follow your internal child protection policy and speak directly to the DSL. You record the concern accurately and objectively. You write down the child's exact words without adding your own interpretation. This drives a core operational philosophy. The concerns that seem too trivial to report are often exactly the ones that must be recorded. The DSL aggregates these disparate records. Viewed in sequence, they reveal a persistent trajectory of harm no single staff member could have identified alone. A single report can be the final piece of evidence that connects several previous concerns, giving the safeguarding team the weight of evidence required to initiate statutory intervention. Returning to the macro level, protocols only work within a relentless culture of safety, equality, and mutual protection. This requires challenging poor practice. Staff must report low-level concerns regarding colleagues' behavior before those actions escalate to harm. If internal leadership fails to address genuine child protection failures, external whistleblowing channels, such as the NSPCC advice line, exist to ensure those concerns are heard. There are 4 non-negotiable mandates for all staff. Expect that it could happen here. Exercise professional curiosity, never promise secrecy, and report immediately. An educational institution only remains a safe sanctuary when every adult is relentlessly curious, is meticulously observant, and culturally empowered to act.